All right, lovely evening to everyone catching the show right about now. And of course, this is BTM Television, Tourism in Uganda, a show that, makes you explore, Uganda, its beauty, culture, and of course, the unique experiences, that we have down here in Uganda, just in your living room, you understand? So, I go by the names of yours truly, Guts, quantified, sanctified, and antified. But guess what? Today I'm representing from UNEC, and of course I got a lot of people around me, and of course before I even introduce the other parties that I'm having today, in the walk that we are going to be taking, we are going to be taking a trip in the zoo, and of course we're gonna be tackling on different issues down here in the zoo. And of course just like you can see, I'm with a tall guy whom is here to introduce himself right here. But before we go there, I got some queens behind me, all looking dope and of course smart. And of course, on my extreme, left, I got my queen, just as always, you say that to the people.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Naziterida Christine, a co-host with my one and only Guts Official. We always feel blessed to serve you, the tourism in Uganda, and you all know we have a very beautiful country, the Pearl of Africa.
All right. So I'll push a bit back as, I talk to the queens. Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
What's your name?
My name is Weber Deborah Lugosi. I am a proud Mugwere.
Mugwere.
From East.
East.
Yeah.
All right. Big. And right here. Oh, Munduru. Okay, say to the people.
Hello everyone. My name is Anati Sandra Munduru, first runner-up Miss Tourism West Nile.
West Nile.
Yes.
Appearing on the second show or on second time on the show.
Yes.
All right. This side.
My name is Barnes Angela Katatumba, Ambassador Interior Coffee, Miss Tourism Ankole 2024.
All right, I got the Katatumbas in the building, so just tighten your seatbelt, Still, big vibes going down, and of course, this side.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shadia Bani Emperor, Miss Tourism Ankole. So you can join us up, Brand Ambassador Wanderlust Expedition in Olorisi District. Thank you so much.
You have a long name.
Emperor Shadia Bani.
With the other titles.
Second runners up Miss Tourism Ankole, Brand Ambassador Wanderlust Expedition.
Okay, so just like you've checked out, I got the queens, and of course I'm gonna be talking to them. We're gonna be having a chit chat. Mpola, tumanye what's up, how are they finding the officer that they're representing, and of course their expectation when it comes to the Miss Tourism event. And of course right here I'm with a guy who's going to be taking us through, whom we are going to be having a journey with, Mpola. But before we go even there, let's let him first say hi to us, and of course we start from there.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek Kafuko, and I'm a conservation educator here at Entebbe Zoo, and it's a pleasure having you here today.
I just have one question for you. Do you guys have people of my height who also catch up a vibe here?
Yes, lots of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll help me, show me one, because I've only seen tall people around.
No, I will show you as we get along.
Okay. So briefly, just how is it? How is the work? And of course, I can see you guys having busy schedules. I can see students all over everywhere.
Yeah, it's very interesting and a busy season for us because we expect schools in such a time of the year. In a day, you can even have more than 200 schools in a day, so which is a big number. But the joy for us, the kids get to come into the zoo, learn a lot about animals, then also move back into the school, teach their friends, teach their families. So basically, we are passing on conservation education about wildlife.
All right, you've heard it from Mr. Come again with the name?
Derek.
Derek Kafuko.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what's up. I think we started our journey from here. So you've just checked out, Mr. Derek Kafuko, and of course we are going to learn Mpola tumanye with the Queens ngawe tunyumiamu Mpola. Is meant.
It is
the best
zoo in East, West, and Central Africa.
East, West, and Central Africa.
Yes.
Africa at large. Yeah. So you want to tell me that there's no zoo?
Because
can you help me with the
they do what we call audits.
Okay.
Audits And they come and grade the standards of the zoo, even different countries. So government right now can zoo can work away. I to tell you, where that is supposed to be, and then they say right now to look level because we have been what do you call it, accredited. So we are ranking. So we are now pushing to global because of whatever the settings now. We are modernized, but also try to keep it simple and precise.
Good thing, you know.
Because we also want to keep it natural, even the natural, you know,
yeah, madam, so they can pay. We try to
sometimes so we try to improve. Okay.
So like we told you, we are moving around the zoo. So here, we are the tiger, you know, station. Is it called the station or there's another name for it?
So we call this an exhibit. Exhibition.
Yeah.
Show. So an exhibit. But then we also have what we call a holding. Where animals normally rest in the evening. Like this structure one, the Mabega one. So this is a holding exhibit.
How do you guys construct that, you know?
Well, before the animal come in, of course, you're supposed to have this ready. So before they are in, this has to be done.
Okay.
Yes. So it is much easier when you have the structure on ground, then you introduce the animal. Yes.
So you want to tell me that you've just brought in the tigers?
No, they came in a few years ago. Okay. But they are not African animals. These are not native to Africa, tigers. So we had two initially, two adults, one male and one female. But lucky enough, they have reproduced, so they've given birth.
Yeah, so we have more. Yes. We have more than, you know, these ones.
Yes. So now there are now 4 tigers.
What do you feed the tigers?
These are carnivorous animals, of course. So we normally feed them on beef. You can even give them goat's meat, sometimes even the chicken. So you also need to have a very, very wonderful diet plan. For such
so I believe these animals can eat people, right? And there are a lot of people who come here. How do you avoid those things of animals eating the people?
There are safety measures in place. Like just like this. This is a barrier. You can see the students are over there, but they can't go close to the fence. Barrier number 1. There is a fence already in here. Yes. Animals also, we always take them into the holdings for safety. It's much safer. Okay?
So
even when working with
how do you guys take them into the holdings?
So we normally there's a pulley system. So from the back of the holding, you pull the cable on this the inner door of the exhibit rolls up. The animal will run in to feed because they are conditioned to feed on beef. Then they run in. When you release, the door will lock back down without you physically going into.
I also believe these animals, of course, they are natural. When are they female and male inside there, or it's only one gender?
The big white one you're seeing that is the tiger. That is the male. It's called Yura.
Yura.
Yes.
Big boy representing game.
Then there is a brown orange tiger. That's the female. Okay, the tigress.
This one which is sleeping.
No, these are calves. We have 2 white calves. Yes.
And that brings me to this one question as we quite a wrap from here. We've seen certain tigers that eat people and certain tigers that, you know, associate with people. They in quotes the tourists that happen to be, you know, in different tourism centers. How does that come about?
Well, I wouldn't speak for them, but for us here as UWEC, we have different mandates. Okay, our mandates, one is to educate people, okay? Person who basically promote conservation education. And when you promote conservation education, you also need to mind the safety of people. Okay. So for us, we prioritize so much safety. Of people. Okay? So there are different mandates. What other, you may find that other facilities are having different mandates, but for us, what we do here, you will not, educative mostly. So
all right.
Less interaction with animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Still talking to Mr. Derek Mpola. So as we move on to the other, section, Mpola. I don't know where my queens are. I can see they are taking some photos in Mpola. But yeah, that's what one. Okay. Let me just have one question for one here. Who goes? So tell me, have you seen the tigers?
Yeah, I've seen.
How was what was your feel?
My feel was good because, truth be told, I've seen it once, I think.
When was that?
2008.
2008.
Yeah, I was really young. But then I feel excited to see it again. Yeah, I really feel.
What have you heard about the tiger before?
Tiger, it is a cunning animal and very scaring.
You're scared?
Yeah.
That's what's up. We're still taking, a walk in the zoo in Polampola, and of course, as we move on, I'll be talking, with the queens right there in Polampola. This particular one, it's courtesy of Travel with Winter in Polampola, and as you can see, they have so many kids, different schools, down here in the zoo, Mpola. So, I don't know, leopard, managed to always take care of these animals, and of course when you don't get many accidents.
Like I mentioned earlier, we have this, safety protocols in place. Even the teamwork here is top notch, because when you work as a team, it's very easy to run operations, because one colleague is doing this role, the other colleague is doing the other role, so you coordinate very well.
Okay.
In where you find those faults, one person can easily communicate and then it can be handled. So with teamwork and those protocols, everything is in check.
Actually, before we even talk about the lions that we are going to see right about now,
yes.
What is the life limit for the tigers?
Like life expectancy, it will depend, because in captivity, these cats tend to get to even about, say, 20 years.
20 years?
20 years.
Okay, you push closer here, and as we approached here, there's a queen who had a question, and I think I'll first go with her first. So, Miss, you had a question.
Yes, I was asking, when the animals die, do you bury them here, and how do they get their names?
Okay, one, like I was mentioning, most of our animals here have names, personal names, and some of these names are given by sponsors, okay, because it's one way we also get to fundraise money to help with animal welfare, okay, and some of the animals are getting names from the circumstances of their rescue, because as one of our mandates is to rescue and rehabilitate wildlife. Okay. For example, some of our chimpanzees, one of our chimpanzees is called Chirandongo. Chirandongo is an area where this chimpanzee came from. Okay, because also the names give them the background or the history, okay, of their arrival into Uwek or into the zoo. Okay. Yeah.
So someone here was asking about the cats.
Yeah, as like, why did they name that the Savo cat?
The Savo cat. Oh well, some of these names are given by the scientific bodies. Okay, but however, for example, let's say the Egyptian cobra. Okay, these are, if you look at the history of the pharaohs, the pharaohs used to put on a hood. Okay, they have a hood, so they even have that crown of a cobra, a snake. Okay, so some of these, but the hood of particular snakes will represent, okay, some of these cultures. Okay, so again, the Egyptian cobra, because of the hood that the pharaohs you wear, okay, back then. Animals say what, okay, I will show you as we move on.
So I want to ask one question. I mean, it's like you have different types of cats here.
Yes.
Like how many types are we having down here?
Different, because we have, we normally call them species. They're species, Okay. Different species. Because but types is okay.
Biology, look at, I think biology works better here.
Look at the caracal is a species of a small cat. Okay. The Savo cat, the tigers, those are big cats. Okay. And just a Bengal tiger or Bengal tiger.
Bengal tiger.
Because tigers there are so many. Okay. But those are Bengal tigers.
All right.
These are African lions. So they're quite.
So before we leave here, yes. I have one other question.
Yes.
Who are some of the people that have named a few animals here?
Right here on the board. So I say, now these have it named. However, some will bring in some money just to do marketing. Okay. For example, because they have a logo of a lion, so they will feel fit to say sponsor lions.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when you go to the giraffe, there is a monument of a giraffe having DTB, Diamond Trust Bank. So one of our giraffes is called Diamond.
Okay.
DTB Bank.
Okay. That's awesome. All right, so that was it for the lions. Tuchata and Blampola. So let me have one queen. Come. Still, I got one question for you. So, which region do you represent?
Eastern region.
Eastern region.
Yeah.
What are some of the tourist attractions right there in the Eastern region?
Eastern region, we have Mountain Elgo National Park.
Mountain Elgon, okay.
Yeah. We have the Sipi Falls.
CB Falls.
I recommend everyone to go see the Sipi Falls
CB
because
Falls.
during
How
the
about you just
workout,
take me there? You yourself, you know?
me myself
Yeah.
and his bill.
On top of with Witter's bill. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, I mean, what have you heard about the lions?
The lions, I've heard that they are named after some sponsors. And
I mean, before anything that
Oh,
you
before
you
anything,
knew,
yeah.
before, yeah.
oh, they are fierce. They are the king of the jungle because of their fierce features.
Okay.
They are brave. They look to be brave. They don't fear anything.
Okay.
And if I would be an animal, I would actually admire a lion.
That's what's up. So we are still down here in the Zoom Pola, still talking with Mr. Derek and of course with my queen right here representing, So 22 Lion and of course we are heading somewhere Mpola. Remember, tourism in Uganda is the show.
Tuchabaweereza paka kuwulira bubi. Alright, so now we are at the rhino exhibit and of course we are still with our educator Derek and of course, what can you tell us about the rhino?
This species, this is a southern white rhino. We have two individuals here, one male and one female. And these also were brought in purposely for captive breeding and also possibilities of reintroducing back to the wild. But like you may be knowing, rhinos have it's like the long gestation period of almost 16 months.
Oh,
16 months. Okay, 15, 16 months.
That's a full year.
And they will give birth to a calf at a time. So you can imagine how long you have to wait
to get another rhino.
A big number.
Yes.
But they are doing okay right now. Okay. And
how
these
many are they here?
Two.
There are two.
These are rhinos are also the second largest land mammals, weighing almost 3 tons. 3 tons. Yeah.
All right. One of our queens had a question. What was your question?
My question was, what is the only animal that is found in the zoo and it's not found anywhere else in the other national parks?
Okay, right now, the southern white rhino. So it's the southern white rhino. This one we have here called southern white rhino. Why? Because the other
I know Gats wants to ask why is it called the southern white rhino?
So these names are originating because also now, if you look at the shape of the southern white rhino, these have a wide mouth. They have a what? A wide mouth. The northern white rhinos have the lips are a little bit pointed. Okay. They're pointed. These have a wide mouth. So it's a mishearing. Okay.
So to be specific, it's the southern white rhino that is only in the zoo.
Yes, in the zoo.
But are there other types
in the other national parks?
No, in Uganda, rhinos are extinct in the wild. So all national parks, we have no rhinos anymore. The last ones were in Murchison Falls National Park. That is in the 80s.
Hey.
Okay, because of poaching. Okay, they were wiped out in the park there. So we have two here, but then I think you've heard of Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary.
Yeah.
They also have the same species, southern white.
That's where I was coming.
Yes, but it's not a national park.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I actually thought
Yes.
that
So they also
Uganda. I was like,
so they're also doing some good work at breeding the rhino.
Okay.
So the plan is also to release the rhinos back into the national park, some national park where they used to be, for example, National Falls, in the future. Yes.
Well, you can ask your question.
My question is, so how do you people prevent the animals from getting extinct? Like if they reproduce and then like the male dies and it's only the female, how do you prevent them from being extinct?
Well, that question goes back to our educator.
So that's one of the mandates that we have in here, captive breeding. Because remember, when you breed animals in captivity, there are possibilities of you reintroducing them back into the wild. So captive breeding is one way you can prevent what? Extinction. But also nowadays with advancement in science, we have gene banks, so genetic banks. Some of these genetic materials are being what? Are being stored, okay? So they can be utilized to actually do what? To give rise to some of these what? Of these species.
Okay?
Yeah.
all right.
Yes, now as you all can see, we are at the rhino exhibit and it's looking so beautiful. Yes, exhibit. And it is looking so beautiful with our rhino. I think it's resting, but we shall perhaps get our...
Before we let him go, or before we go interrupt from here,
Yeah.
what do they feed on?
Grass.
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 We normally feed them on fresh grass daytime, and also supplement their diet late in the evening and afternoon with hay and pellets.
And how many kgs do they weigh? Because they seem to be, huge.
Yes, the
and
rhino
fat.
is the second largest land mammal.
Yeah.
If an elephant weighs almost 6 to even 7 tons,
Wow.
the rhino will have that, almost 3 to 4 tons.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Wow. So which place are we visiting next with the queen?
Chimpanzees.
The chimpanzees.
Right about now, we are heading at the chimpanzees, okay? And of course, before you get there, there's one lady I've not talked to. So before you go to the chimpanzees, I'd like us to just have a chit chat. How many times have you been at the zoo?
I think this is my 5th time. Yes.
So have you happened to be at the chimpanzee, side?
Not in a long time.
Not a long time. I remember back in the days I came here and they used to put how do they call them? The thing used to have there, a chimpanzee image, something of a
And
kind.
it's baby.
Yeah?
Like a statue.
A statue. And it used to scare us back in the days. Is it still there? Did you see it before?
Yes, but the last time I was here, I think I was like 10.
10. Why to mugu? So what has kept you coming back here in the zoo?
The love for tourism.
The love for tourism.
Yes.
Hey, like what tourist attractions have you happened to visit? Let's be moving.
I have visited Lake Imboro National Park.
And what's there in Lake Imboro National Park?
There are different animals. And then it has a beautiful scenery. So it's good for the tourists.
Okay.
Like when you visit the place, you will love it. And then also the Wildlife Center, you work. I've been here and I'm really glad that I'm back here.
So I want you to look, I want you to help me look into the camera before we cross to the other side. And of course, dissect tourism, to that person watching TV right now.
To the person watching, tourism is the best therapy. Whatever you're going through, trust me, just visit a place. You will overcome whatever you're going through. It will prepare you for the best because it's therapeutical. It calms you down, nature, the sceneries, the animals, they're just calming you down. And then do not forget to come through at Serena Hotel on the 14th of September.
Will you be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay.
Come and support the girls. We are going to be there throughout the day.
Kategwe kyekutegedeko wategera business why unabyogedde tebirabide kutaba tukujja kuserena but yeah it's going down grand finals for the Miss Tourism event and of course I'm gonna be representing in a suit this time around, okay? I'm gonna be coming through. Okay, you first come. So I'm gonna be presenting, with her right there in a suit, and trust me, she's gonna be putting on a dress that day.
I want to wear a suit as well.
A suit.
Yeah, let's compete and see who looks
better
in a suit.
Okay. So entry is how much?
Entrance is 50,000. Yes, and VIP, of course, you have tables, you also have VIPs. And in case you've not gotten this information so well, you can check out our social media handles. We have every information and every detail there.
Okay.
Yes.
So right about now we are at the chimpanzee
exhibit.
Okay, Mr. Derek, you come over and of course, tell us, this area actually seems to be kind of busy. Is it the most loved area for every tourist who comes through?
One of the most loved, because you see with chimpanzees, them being close to human beings, DNA-wise. So you look at 98.7% DNA similar to human beings. So even the behavior, because they behave just like people.
Okay.
So you will see them using tools here when picking food. You will see them grooming each other. They even have a social hierarchy among the group or the troop. So people enjoy this behavior.
I think they also enjoy us because the DNA is almost just a difference of 1%, right? Yes, either you look like a chimpanzee.
Okuya nawe. So, chimpanzee. Okay, so I wanted to ask you something. Do you train them, those sticks?
No, we don't.
So you just give them tools and they start using them?
They learn by themselves. Try and error. Yes.
So their sensitivity works just like for a human being.
Very intelligent animals. Chimps are very intelligent.
Okay. Yes. So you want to tell me, okay, in short, as there are some of the animals we have here, there's species. Species. Yes. That we'll be having down here. Okay. So some of the species we have down here that don't give you hard time in taking, care about them.
Not that they don't give you hard time, but the way you work with them matters so much. Because when you're working with animals, you need to learn the behavior, how they behave, for you to have a good time with them.
Okay.
Because when you do not understand the way they behave, you may have difficulty in handling them. But when you understand how they may react when you do this or when you do this, then it is easy to handle.
How long does it take for you to understand if I react this way, they are going to act the other way? If I do this, they will act this way.
It might, the period depends on really how long you are handling them, because it may be months, years, even weeks. So it depends really on how often you interact with them and how often they also.
According to the way you're speaking and your experience, how long have you been with them?
I've been here for now 5 years.
5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the chimpanzee exhibit.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that, right there. So we are with Mr. Derek, and of course, again, mpola tumanye chiri chitia. But of course, like you can see, we have so many kids around in Mpola, and of course, later on, when we are coming to the summary of everything, Mpola randomly tumanye chiri chitia. And of course,
bring your kids to the zoos, by the way.
Okay.
This is so important to them. Instead of kids being home watching TikTok, let them come and see animals. Let them come and see different things. I mean, these are things that are going to help them in future.
Okay.
By the way, was visiting a cousin got him.
And I visiting by the chimbe chali bateka uchalinga wali. Chichali. Ngapo itutia. I remember the first time
they mistake that motivated. That is a gorilla.
A gorilla.
Then it's not a chimpanzee, a gorilla. But because also we don't have gorillas in the zoo, at least you want to have the figure that people can relate to.
Why don't you guys have a gorilla in the zoo?
Well, like one way animals get to come into the zoo, through rescue programs, okay? But also gorillas, they are endangered species. And remember, you only find gorillas mountain gorillas in just very few countries in East Africa. Rwanda, DRC, and then Uganda here. Okay. So the regions they may not easily survive here.
Okay. We manage our story before we go. The first time I came here, tuatukira kwa monument, but it looked more like an animal. You understand? So
like a natural one.
Yeah. So my dad was like, "Yo, get a look." So we had a guide. So and I cried actually. So from then I took almost like 6 to 7 years when I was coming back because I feared that. But I have to take a photo before I get there. So ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the zoo. Like I told you, there are a lot of schools down here, and we're gonna be having a chit chat with a few, a pupil. Okay, Mpola manye chi. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Christian.
Christian.
Yes.
Christian who?
Koshahu.
Cristiano. You just have one name?
No, I have 3.
3. Let's show all your names.
My name is Christian Cohen Koshahu.
Christian
Cohen Koshahu.
Koshahu. What's your class?
P3A. P3A.
P3A. So why are you here basically?
To have fun and see the zoo.
Okay. You wanted to have fun, so you decided to come in the zoo, eh?
Yes.
Okay. I thank you. Okay, what have you learned here?
I want that zebras will kick you if you come close to them or try to harm them.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Cristiano. Are you a footballer?
No?
Hey, but you know Cristiano, the footballer?
Yes.
Okay,
Cristiano
thanks.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Thank you very much. P3A.
A.
Okay. Okay, let me talk to one other guy here. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
From what?
Kampala Academy.
Kampala Academy. What's your class?
P3A.
P3A. Okay, P3A. Okay. So who's your best teacher at school?
Testa.
Esther. Is teacher Esther around?
Yes.
Okay. Where is she? Okay, I'm gonna be talking to her. So, tell me, what have you happened to learn here in the zoo?
Like, not a lot.
Not a lot, eh? Okay, which animal have you seen that you wanted to see?
Lion, a hyena,
Hyena
and a cheetah.
and a cheetah. Why did you want to see them?
I don't know that one.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you. Okay, let me talk to the girls. You come. Push. You push, yeah? Okay. Okay. So, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Diane Dobrinkom Kama,
What's your class?
P3B.
P3B.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what is the exciting thing you've seen here in the zoo?
It's the cry of the chimpanzee.
The cry of the chimpanzee. Okay. So, who is your best teacher at school?
Teacher David
Teacher David
and Teacher Olivia.
and Teacher Olivia. Are they around?
Yes.
Okay, you just look in the camera and, of course, send them 2 lovely words.
I love Teacher Olivia. She's my class teacher.
Okay, so you love her because she's your class teacher.
No?
Eh.
She always cares for us,
Okay.
makes us happy, and teaches
She
us.
doesn't care, eh?
Yes.
Now I see the reason as why you love her, eh? Okay, thank you for talking to me. You push. Okay, you come. How are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
Eliana.
Pardon?
Eliana Kariza.
What's your class?
P3B.
P3B. So, which animal have you always wanted to see?
Zebra.
Zebra. Have you happened to have a look on it?
Yes.
Okay, so you're now,
Yes.
So, tell me, why of all places, came here? Or why did you choose here of all places?
Because they are animals.
Because they're animals. Oh, you love seeing animals?
Yes.
Okay, so how often do you see them? Do you have some at your place? Do you have like, puppies, cats?
Yes.
Hey, so what do you have at your place?
Dogs,
Dogs?
cats.
Cats?
Yeah.
So who is your best between mom and dad?
All of them.
All of them. You love both, eh? Yes. Wow, that's amazing. So you look into the camera and of course send 2 lovely words to your mom and dad.
Love you, mommy.
Love you, mommy.
I love you, daddy.
Okay, love you, daddy. Where is Teacher Oliver? Where is Teacher Oliver? So, teacher, let me have a word with you because I can see you're taking your kids. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
From my research I've done with your kids, it's like you're the best teacher at school.
Yeah, I think.
What makes kids love you all this much?
Because these kids they like playing around with teachers, like a teacher who likes, these things of being in the field, games, like these games of love organization. That's why they like me. And of course, they like making fun.
I've been told that you don't cane kids.
Yeah, of course, we don't cane.
Okay. Before, because I can see your school is now the next right there. So I just want you to look through the camera and, of course, just give 2-3 tips to every teacher, that teachers can apply so that they can be loved by their pupils and students.
Yeah, first of all, my fellow teachers, please, first make these children your friends. Be their mom, be their dad. That's when they will appreciate this kind of education.
Okay. So why of all places did you guys choose to come to in the zoo?
Yeah, of course we like nature. We like seeing animals, like seeing other plants in the zoo. That's why we have come here. And of course, this is second term. We are covering living things. And of course, the main is animals.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing students too.
You're welcome.
All right, so that's it. You've heard it from teacher Olivia Mpola, and of course teacher Mpola. Tourism in Uganda, powered by Travel with Winter, Zula, Africa, Tambula, Lambula. That's also representing, and of course, back to my queens. Before I let this one go, Bari Mulugambo. So let me just have a chit chat with them. Pola.
One for mysteries in Uganda.
So back, I had a question that I wanted to ask you all in general, and of course you seem not to be ready. So I hope we are ready now to go. Huh? Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, tourism in Uganda, and of course Tuchalambla Mpola with the queens in the building, Ladies and gentlemen, just like you watched from the start of the show, tubadde tutambula mpola muzo, and of course we are representing in with the misses. So as you can see, we are coming to the closure of everything, and of course with me I'm still having Mr. Derek mpola still taking us through. So tumtambuza nnyo, so okusaba kw'abanyi tusala we summarize everything up just by talking. So I just have a few general questions benjagala okubanga tunyumyamu for the people that who are there, that people that I would like to know who are watching abatasobodde kujja. So kati ninyo about the zoo. How have you guys managed to preserve and of course protect the wildlife?
In many ways, but there are different ways that you promote or you protect wildlife. But most of it is just passing on the knowledge. Because if you change perceptions of people, then people get involved in conservation so much. So when visitors come in here, we involve them so much into different programs, by the way. For example, people come in here to volunteer also, and they get to see what we actually do here. They learn. Okay, people get to participate in some of the even the rescue programs. We even film them, display them to the world. Really, because if you show people the challenge of what animals are facing in the wild, and then what we are doing, then it sends a message out there. Because wildlife is everywhere. When you walk in, you find wildlife. But how are you living together with wildlife?
Okay. Alright, tourism in Uganda every Sunday. It's what happens right here, where we explore different parts of Uganda just in your living room. You understand? And of course we make sure we bring everything just close to your mind, so that if you're to talk about anything in Uganda, so always for this time being, I always come through with my hosts, okay? My queen, the melanin queen, the pretty girl, always smart representing. Komao. Osimye. Osimye. Okay, so still representing in Mpola, just like you saw earlier on the show, to tambla muko muzu Mpola for anyone who has just chanced on the show. Twatandikide nga tuitamu to different animals, and of course we had an educator. Okay, abada tuisaisamu Mpola, but remember this particular one twasazeewo kugoinga along with the missus Jasinga Mbalaba. Personally, okay, chochagana okutulanga bo, catching up these vibes,
Kati Mr. Tourism Uganda okabira.
Andi nabagamba kino kintu kimu. Bana bagenda kola Mr. Tourism. Bewagenda okusooka kujambi bino kutulanga yo composite. okitegera because simanyi how long I can
Of course,
hold.
you're not going to sit like this. Netukusubira kalo okutulako we bati.
I always love, you know, chilling in a bossy way, you know, make myself comfortable. So I can be vehicle. But first things first, I mean, how was it? How was the journey from where we started? Paka no to
What I can tell
the experience
our
with the
viewers,
animals, yeah.
what I can tell our viewers, enkya ku Monday, kimanyi Monday luba lunaku lwa kola. Naye keera ku makya jangu kuyiweeka. It's worth by the way okugoba ku mulimu. Basobola okugoba right work. Tekijja kuluma. Nze kyennyinza bagamba because this place is so good.
Okay.
I mean, I've spent a whole day here, but I'm not even feeling like I should go home. You know, I love my bed so much.
Sure.
But I'm not feeling it. I don't even want to go back. Now, after here, I'm going in the water.
Okay. And what is that most exciting thing that you know you happen to see?
The chimpanzees. Those people look exactly like my host here.
Ate wakiŋŋambe daga tulina eri kyo leero kisa kuddamu
Nyongera kitegeeza nti kituufu.
oyogera okutegeeza abantu tifaana nga chimpanzee.
So they should come and exactly see those things that look like us. They have the same characters like us. Kale, not like us, nyonyo, but still like us.
Sure.
Their DNA, I think we just have a difference of 1%. And then I saw a tiger.
Nawe nawe chimpanzee kufaanana.
Omuntu agenda okujja ku Manda ajja kutubuulira.
Okay. Also, that's a question for you, okay? If you come throughout your work, make sure ononyo chimpanzee efaanana, n'onyo nemukola ki, nemufaanana mpola mpola. So, what's up with the tiger?
The tiger, ebadde so calm, naye siyingiddeyo oba kuteekayo omukono. Ne kati njagala omuntu agenda okuddako okujja. Ateekayo omukono.
Alabe ekiba kikola ki?
Atubuulire kibeera kitya.
Okay, that was it from my host right there, Mpola Mpola. So, like we told you, all those who are watching from where we started, yeah, we had the misses. So, but they were chipping Mpola Mpola Katini. Now, tugenda chi generalizinga okulabanga tuchikuba masavu atenga goja. So, I'll start from my namesake, Madame Munduru. I know you. But just what we are going to get some mukogera Uganda, but we shall try to put in some Uganda just to catch up with other people that I know don't. So how are you, Munduru?
I'm okay, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So how is it?
That's good. Yes.
Do you still have some energy or you're now tired?
I have energy.
Because I mean, you
Can't
moving
really,
around the
don't have
whole
energy.
zoo in the high heels, that makes you a certified strong lady. Eh?
That's what we're
Unique.
trying to do.
Unique.
She's very unique.
Thank you.
In fact, they are.
Okay. And here with my village mate, you know, we both come from Banara, something of a kind. So how is it from, you know, there? Tell me, how was your experience?
Oh, well, my experience is very good because I've personally not been at Wake before. Yeah, and I didn't know it has a nice beach. And I love the view of waters, of course. But I was more happy when I saw a show bill because I've read about it, but I've not seen it. Yes, please.
Okay. You're standing in for the Mbarara people.
Yes, Mara City people.
We are in the
For them.
yeah. We got Mbarara people in the building representing. So we have noticed that this side, not Mbada Galvin.
Mbalaba.
Tuli bulala.
Naye tolina crown.
Tuli bulala. Zange ino. Zange ino. Nange ngambi okukijjayo bulungi.
Uncle Epui, you talked about a shubil. Do you have shubils in Kole?
No, we do not have.
We had a queen last year and throughout the boot camp she was talking about, actually call her shubil. She's the former first runner up.
Sharida?
No,
Sharida?
not Sharida. She's called, she's a lawyer.
Winnie.
Yeah, Winnie Hopkins.
Oh, she was the second runner.
Yes, she used to talk about the Shubil, River Rinzi.
Yeah, maybe because she liked it, but we have River Rizzi and there are no birds at River Rizzi.
There are no birds.
Yeah, there are no
I
birds
thought
there.
there is Shubil.
No, I think she personally liked it. Yeah.
And now you also like
Yeah.
what a
Okay.
coincidence.
Okay. So from this side, I got my family member representing in the Katatumbas. How is the feel of the sun direct to your face?
I'm being sun-kissed. I can't even express my feelings, but I'm loving it.
But you just
Can't you see me properly now with the sun?
you're glowing, yeah?
Olabyeko ekintu kimu ekirala omanyi okwesiba ku bantu yimba tuyimbire
Anti kiriwe
these
kiti,
people that
anti kiriwe
Katatumbas
kiti.
know how to sing.
Andi kiriwe kiti.
Give us a
Andi
capella.
kanabayo. Before you go there, kiriwe kiti. Fenna Katonda yatutonda tufanana nani? So in one way or the other, and we come from the Bantu clan, you understand? So we have, you know, a way we connect. Okategedde. Kanija kweka ngono simanya ate simanya bani tuko tusinga jajja wa. Kategedde. And on this you know, side still I got my tribe mate now. Soko muziki bana.
Wavemba, the tribe mentor.
I stay in Barara, but I come from the tribe.
Because what's my tribe?
Mugwere. Eh?
Okay.
I'm trying to fix my accent as a queen. Eh? So.
Hello. Hello, my name is Wayabire Deborah Logosi. Go from Bugwere Kingdom, Budaka District.
Budaka District.
Happy Easter.
Okay. So tell me, how was your experience down there in the work we had?
It was nice because I got to learn actually more about your work. I got to learn that there is an animal in the zoo that is not anywhere else, which is a rhino. Also, you know, I got to experience something new, adventure, and adventure is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, having introduced all your shows and of course the regions, actually I wanted to briefly just talk about, you know, this, you know, second runner up, because I can see we are having 2 second runners up. Huh?
Yes.
They're gonna be Ghana. So later on tugenda kwa tuchogera ko tabe kiri kitya. But now
Genda masoro mushana.
So I want us to talk about tourism, because as far as I understand, tourism or Miss Tourism, you know, event. Can I call it a pageant? Is it?
It's a pageant.
Wow, I like the energy you use while responding. Yeah? So the Miss Tourism pageant is in one way or the other affiliated to tourism, basically. You understand? So how have you, you know, tried to affiliate your, you know, duties as the Miss Tourism second runner-up, Ankole, you know?
Challenges faced by tourism sites in Ankole are very many, but my biggest challenge, but I'm pretty sure other queens have also noticed it. Ankole has very beautiful tourism sites, but the fact that the world has not yet seen them, and it's us who stay in Ankole, we have seen them but want to expose them to the world, and we're trying our best. And we want you guys to also come to Ankole and visit. For example,
I'm always here full time, 24/7. Anytime you holler at me, I'll be in Ankole.
Yeah, we are saying you come to Ankole, not
Yes.
not here.
here.
For example, in Buhweju district, did you know that Buhweju is a very beautiful district? Like it has beautiful falls. It is hilly. There's gold in Buhweju. Did you know that?
Gold?
Yes. There is
Buhweju?
gold. Yes.
Government officials are watching.
Which district? Buhweju district.
Bambi, don't
How
come
much
and
is
steal our
transport
gold.
to that
Buhweju?
side?
From Kampala to Buhweju, only 30,000.
And then,
you're rich.
how much is accommodation that side?
Accommodation, let me see, we slept some nights. I think per room can be like 25 with lunch, with food.
I think 1 month is enough for me to get the gold.
Good.
My dear.
Tondeka tuja agenda fenna. Ochegera. So okay, you've heard it from her. Those are some of the challenges in Poland. And of course, later on I'll be coming back to you. Man, how the government can, you know, what the government can put in place, how the government can work to make sure that they solve the challenge, the biggest challenge. Actually, you've given us the biggest
Before
challenge.
you go to the government, I have a question for her as a tourism queen, because as Miss Tourism Uganda, I believe you stand for promoting tourism in the country.
Yes.
And if you've highlighted that as the problem, what are the solutions you're putting up as a queen?
Me, as a queen in Ankole region, I personally have, I've taken videos of those places. I personally visited those places and recorded videos and tried to promote. Thank you very much. That's the way to go.
So, you've tried to post a few videos. Have you tried to take their people?
Yes, I've tried. Yeah, we went with her, so we have gone there. And we also want to take you guys, so we shall find
Ne tuva wano nongamba tugenda nkole Wendy. Ochilege, Wendy. Okay? So, now to you, madam. How is Bugwere? Eh? First thing first, I mean, what inspired you to first come in for, you know?
The thing that inspired me mostly, me as a person, is that in these pageants I haven't had anyone from my tribe, and that really broke me. Because me as a proud Mugwere, I would want to put my tribe, my kingdom, up on the map, on top. So I came in to represent my kingdom, the Bugwere kingdom, as a proud Mugwere, to stand up and also increase on the love of our Bugwere people, because actually most people in Uganda don't know much about the Bugwere people. So ngenda jiteka kumapu, ngenda jitunda, everyone will know that the Bagwere speak Lugwere, tulya kalona magera, twambala gomesi, tuzina amazina gebaita namadu, that is played by the 7 drums. Yeah. On Royal
Trust
events.
me, I got you on this particular one. You have to put Lugwere to the top.
Yes.
tubuuzeeko nga mu Lugwere nze nga nze
Lugwere babuuza kwezeeyo noddamu tuliyo
kati tubuuze
kwezeeyo
tuliyo
muli basa
Tuli basa. That's how it sounds. Yeah. So we have to put Lugwere to the top. And trust me, I got you in that particular one because I've tried to, you know, put my Bugwere region on the top.
Yeah.
But yo, man, but so Munduru, you know, my namesake right there. So I'd like to know, this pageant is basically, you know, associated with the girl, you know, with the girl child. So tell me, what are some of the values that it has managed to put up that's in the girl child?
Integrity, confidence, value. Yes. Those are some of the things that this pageantry has instilled in us. Yes. Me personally, I'm more confident. I was, but I'm more confident. Okay. I believe in myself more now because of this platform.
So you as a Miss representing your region, I mean, how have you helped the girl child? I mean, because trust me, there are so many girls right there in your region that look up to you, that would want to one day, you know, be a part of this particular event, sit down here with guys, you know, catching up some big vibes, you understand? So how have you helped them to, you know, one time, you know, come through and of course represent still the same region?
It's all about believing in yourself. You know, when you believe in yourself, you know, you can make it anywhere. So trust in yourself, believe in yourself. That's how you'll be able to make it.
Okay.
Yes.
What does the name Munduru mean?
Different.
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 Are you different? What makes it different?
The love I have for myself. So
Yes.
What makes we the Mundurus different? The love we have.
What do
Okay.
you stand for as the different Munduru?
I stand for peace and tourism.
Peace and tourism.
Okay, that's good. Peace and tourism. Okay, so madam, second runner-up, Ankore, you know, representing still. Tell me, what should, you know, Ankole people expect from you during your term in office?
Well, what they should expect is I am going to make sure each and every tourist attraction site in Ankole is known. Not only in Uganda, but internationally.
That's why we're recording.
Yeah, and plus, I'm going to show them that amateur conveyor can be used for bakery. And by the use
Actually, you've told me about that, you know, project of camera, but I think we need to get some time with you, you know, some other time, and we talk through it.
yeah, it's okay.
So,
So yeah, I'm going to make sure Ankole's foods, the traditional foods, are put to use, and people in Uganda will know that yeah, Ankole has something. Especially Buhweju, and Buhweju, for the fact that they have poor infrastructure, I think that is a process talking to the MPs and the people there, because I think infrastructure is one of the things that is stopping tourists from reaching Buhweju. Because trust me, Buhweju has the worst roads in Uganda, I think.
Worst roads?
Yes.
But are there people who say that?
They are there, but if they are counted, they are very few.
They're like 200.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are counted.
Okay.
So I remember on our last episode we had Queen Zakia.
Zakia. Okay.
Yes, and she told us about the pageantry as Miss Tourism as a whole. She told us about boot camp, talent night, grand finale. Are you guys ready for boot camp?
Yes.
Very.
Very, you are?
Yes.
We cannot wait.
I just have one question before you proceed.
Yeah.
Are men allowed in the boot camp?
Please, Queen Zakia said men ain't allowed in the pageant.
That was it for the show, and of course, remember every single Sunday 7 p.m. The deal is tourism in Uganda. Exploring different parts of Uganda. Creating happiness. Exploring different parts just in your living room, in your sitting room, in your locality, in your area. Just with me, Guts, the only certified, quantified, and antified. Rush, and of course with my melanin queen, beautiful, always dripping smart, friendly, and of course with a good accent when it comes to putting out words. You understand? So from this side we shall call them quits till next Sunday, same time, same place. Peace, and we out.